Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of March 30th through April 6th. And yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about. But first, we're going to get this out of the way. Stop by Bird, pick up your Amber Archon Shard for 30,000 standing. As we walk over here, what do we got this week? We got like a couple of glyph codes. I told you guys about one last week, but there's a brand new one that came out. That's going to get you, well, you'll see. We have Deep Archimedia this week, Alchemy, Disruption, and Mirror Defense. So we check out Temporal Archimedia this week. We're looking at a Hellscrub, Scaldra, Defense, and Exterminate. The coda weapons reset at Eleanor, so we have 4 days from today. We now have a coda Basocyst with 40% radiation, a Caucasus 44% toxin, a Haruto 60% electricity, sniping that. We have a Pathocyst 31.2% impact, a Synapse with 37.5% magnetic, and a Tysis with 34.5% toxin. So on top of a brand new week of like 12-year anniversary stuff, we do want to talk about some of the new things. I'll get to the redeem codes in a second, but first and foremost, we have the Prime Resurgence here with Nidus and Saryn. They are going to be available for another 10 days, and then we're going to see Banshee and Mirage come in. So all the weapons that they came with, their, Prime accessories and everything, you guys will get a shot at grabbing those. And Ember and Rhino also have 10 days left before they are gone. If we jump over here to redeem code at the bottom right, last week the code that we gave you was special effect, and that gets you a glyph. This week is a brand new code, which is going to be Techrot-Mactix. So if you put that in, Techrot-Mactix, with no spaces, you're going to get a dual Camus and Lotus. This Lotus should be the color palette, and probably get an email or something in-game about this. But we're going to go check out now all of the things that are over here. So we got here, 12-year anniversary event, Gifts to Lotus. We have a Lisette Dex skin and a Dex Dacra. This comes with a weapon slot. And then that's only 4 days and 14 hours left. After this, we're going to get a Dex, or this Friday, when these missions reset, we'll get a Dex Furus. That will also come with a weapon slot. There'll be a mission to do for a Clem Glyph and a primary arcane adapter. So looking forward to that. For the alerts, reminder to do the weekly Itan treasure hunt with Maru. For Steel Path incursions, we have rescue, defense, capture, 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 holy moly, and survival. For invasions, we have nothing to worry about. For sortie, we have assault, spy, and assassination. For the Archon Hunt this week against Amar, it's for a Crimson Archon Shard. We have to do Exterminate, Defense, and a Showdown. And if we go over here to the calendar for 1999, we're going to see that here in October, our first reward is between an Exilus Weapon Adapter and an Amber Archon Shard. Then our rewards are between an Exilus Weapon Adapter Blueprint and 6,000 Endo. Jump over to November, and we're looking at options between a 3-day Affinity Booster and a 3-day Mod Drop Chance Booster. We jump over to the next prize. It is between Arcane Enhancement and an Omniforma Blueprint. Then we go to December, and we have options between an Exilus Warframe Adapter and an Omniforma Blueprint. And then we have, as our last prize, a 3-day Resource Drop Chance Booster versus a 3-day Mod Drop Chance Booster. All right, back over here, we're going to check out Nora, what she's got this week. The typical usual permanent weeklies. And then we also have, they want you to kill 1,500 enemies. They want you to complete a defense mission reaching at least wave 20. Clear a Railjack boarding party without your Warframe taking damage. Collect 100 resources from Deviri. And then the daily for today is deploy an air support charge in a mission. If we go to the credit offerings for this week, which I read the comments last week, and it seemed like, yeah, talk about these. All right, so we got Deadly Maneuvers for the Magnus. We have Exposing Harpoon for the Harpack, Corrosive Projection Aura, Dreamer's Bond Aura, Loot Detector Aura, Deadeye Aura. We have a range advantage for the Akchigara. And as far as which to recommend, you can see by the amount that I own of each of these, those are the ones. The Corrosive Projection, Loot Detector, Deadeye, those are the ones that are going to be easier to move in trade chat. You can get extra platinum just for spending your extra credits when you have them on any of these, and you can just make easy plat in trade chat off of those. We have Double Tap for the Latron, Purging Slash for Excalibur, Direct Convergence for the Supra, and Purifying Flames for Ember. If we check out Deviri on the Steel Pass circuit, we're looking at choices between the Bratton, the Latto, the Skana, Paris, and Kunai. Personal favorite this week is the Bratton. Really, really, really like the Incarnate on that. If you already have those, you can scroll over, grab a Rifle Pistol Melee Riven, or even 20,000 Kuva. And if we check out the normal circuit this week, we have options between Loki, Mag, and Rhino. Yeah, and here it is, the Dual Camus and the Lotus color palette. You guys can see it right there for redeeming the Tech Rot Dash Mactix. Alright, but on our way to Akrithis just to see what she's got this week. Hopefully something good. We're looking at options between Primary Blight for 10 Pathos Clamps, a Primary Arcane Adapter for 25 Pathos Clamps, a Secondary Arcane Adapter for 25 Pathos Clamps, a Rifle Riven Mod for 15 Pathos Clamps, a Formal Blueprint for 10 Pathos Clamps. Alright, checking out Teshin this week, we're looking at Steel Path Honors. We have a Veiled Riven Cipher and a Zaw Riven Mod. And as we go over to the butt plug that we check out every week, reminder that the TennoCon Digital Pack for TennoCon 2025 is now available. Any of you that in the past have become Patreons, you know that I have that Borrow spreadsheet with everything Borrow's ever listed. You can click off what you own already. It'll tell you exactly how much more ducats you need or what you have left to collect from Borrow's randomness when he comes around throughout the year. So that'll make it a lot easier if you know the exact amount of ducats you need and the exact amount of credits that you need for that. But that is all through the Patreon. You guys can check it out. You know where the links are. We have a Tenet Ferox with 25% radiation, Tenet Grigori 25% magnetic, a magnetic 32.8% Livia, an exec with 26.8% radiation, and an Agendus with 38.9% cold. It's almost like they know the coda weapons are out right now and nobody cares about this guy right now, which I don't blame them. How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are. Reminder to stop by the Chrysalith on the Zeramon and visit Archimedia and Yanta for your 35,000 Kuva. Then you could travel to Iron Wake on Earth and visit Palladino for your 2 Rivens, your 35,000 Kuva, and your 150,000 credits. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and stop by my Twitch channel where you can get free drops when they are community-wide, also free rewards I do all the time anyway. And make sure you check out your Invigorations this week and see what you got. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you in the next one.